Guys, this game was just played 3 hours ago in the Taj Mahal. I can't even explain how insane this is. But as you can see, we have Magnus Carlsen as the white pieces versus Hikaru Nakamura as the black pieces. This is the World Chess Championship of 2027. This was insane. I'm going to take you through this game. I'm going to make it as short and quick as possible. I think you guys will be very pleased with this game. We start off Magnus as the white pieces, and he starts off with e4. Very standard move in all of chess. Hikaru responds with a very unorthodox move, and he plays this move. Now, in quick, fast games, that's an okay move, but this is a classical game, and this game was 33 days long. But in a 33-day long game, this is not how you want to play in the slightest. But he does it, which is why it's very unorthodox. Magnus goes here, very standard, defending the pawn. Hikaru obviously fianchettos his bishop, attacking, which is stupid. There's no point in attacking it because the knight's defending, right? That's what you would think because you suck at chess. I'm actually very good at chess, so I understand why he played it. Magnus goes here. Obviously, it's already defended by the queen. Good central space, attacking everything in the position. Hikaru, before bringing his knight out, because you can just push and kick it away, before bringing his knight out, he plays this move. Very good move, because if you bring your knight out, there's an exchange of pawns, and you can go here, and your bishop attacks. Magnus goes here. Very good move, central space. And in this position is where Hikaru does a move that shocked the entire world already. This is already just the second move of this game. And he does the craziest move of all time that I've ever seen in all of chess. It's actually disturbing how insane this move is. He literally just takes the bishop. Hikaru takes the bishop. Magnus has to take back, obviously. Now, it might look like Hikaru sacrificed his queen for the bishop, and that's exactly what he did. But in this position, Hikaru gets one of the greatest forks of all time. It's insane. He goes here. So you can see he sacrificed his queen to get a fork. So this Magnus doesn't know what to do. He tries as hard as possible to take the knight, but he's you know when you're just so tired you can barely move. That's what happens. He tried to move and he was just like and he puts it there. Hikaru takes, and the key thing here isn't that he won the queen. It's that he moved Magnus's rook so he couldn't castle now. But he forgot Magnus can just castle the other way, so he does. He castles the other way. Magnus is ready to literally wreak havoc on the entire board with this rook. As soon as this rook gets open, it's game over for Hikaru. As soon as his rook just gets into the game, it's game over for Hikaru. So Hikaru's entire plan is to stop this rook from getting out. Hikaru notices all this, and what does he do? He goes here. He gives a check. Now the reason he does this is white, Magnus should really take. If you move the king, black's just gonna take and give a perpetual checkmate. So Magnus takes, obviously. But what this does is it opens your king up to a lot of physical assaults and naughty things. So Hikaru takes advantage of that by castling. And in this position, Magnus strikes. Magnus is like, I'm done, I'm going to strike. So he does, and Magnus calculated. Takes, 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 checkmate. But what he missed was as soon as Hikaru takes, and he takes back, Hikaru can just take the bishop. And you end up in this position where your bishop is going to win material. And that's what happens. Now Hikaru is definitely winning this game. And Hikaru takes, and he ends up in this position with, you know, less pawns. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pawns, whereas Magnus has 7 pawns. But he has a knight. Magnus has a knight. And Magnus goes here, boom. Check here, check, discovered check. The king goes here, takes, 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 check. And in this position, this is why we see why Magnus is the greatest chess player of all time. Magnus in this position says, I'm going to beat you, and he plays check. Now this is what we call in the business, we call this winning the game, because in this position, if you take the pawn, your rook gets in, and he gets this pawn, because the king is no longer defending it. But if your king doesn't take, and he moves, moves to one of these 3 squares, you wouldn't want to move here, obviously it'd be here or here. Now you can never really attack this pawn, because let's say you move here, you can't move into check, you can't move back here. So this is your one time to take. If you do, you lose this pawn. If you don't, this square is gone now, and the rook can very quickly come here, give a checkmate if you move over here. So Hikaru's stuck, and he doesn't know what to do. And in this position, Hikaru plays this move, sacking a pawn in order to prevent promotion. Now, if you promote, the king simply takes. So in this position, Magnus takes this pawn, and now he has a passer, and it's pretty much game over. We have takes, takes, here, here, and at this point, it's just too late. And Hikaru loses this game. Magnus wins this game by checkmate. And that is the greatest game of all time. I hope you guys really enjoyed that, because I really, really loved this chess game. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you.